Greetings, everybody. Hello and welcome to our 20th version, or our 20th special, or sorry, our 20th edition of the Justin and Friends stream. This is a special edition. It's winter themed. As you can see here, we've got some beautiful falling snow. And of course, we have a special guest joining us today as well, Mr. JB79. Thank you very much for taking the time to join us here today on the live stream.
Thank you so much for having me. It's good to be back. It's a exciting time. We just had a big update in the game today with the winter update. So yeah, definitely was excited to check that out this morning.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I was immediately sort of running and checking to make sure, you know, all my winter units were in the barracks and everything else, getting them all ready. Of course,
gotta get those extra mind spheres while you can.
Of course, my favorite is Ramada. She's an OG and maybe not the most loved, but still, I like her.
I always like that design with like the reindeer, and yeah, she
cool.
got like a pretty
sword.
good LB upgrade, but yeah, she just dies too easily.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But yeah, so today we don't really have like a ton of super specific things that we're going to cover. We're just going to kind of hang out, talk about the game a little bit, talk about the update. We're going to be doing some PvP in the game as well. And then maybe we were discussing maybe trying to tackle the Flan in multi and see if we can get that down with a couple of viewers. But yeah, so before we get into all that stuff, before we get into the Q&A here, we have a little Q&A with JB. I wanted to show off, we got some of the rewards here, as you guys can see. This is similar to the last list that we had, so look forward to those. I'm really dying for Gil, so those Gil snappers need to come to me ASAP.
Yeah, Justin is in dire straits with his Gil. He's in like critical mode where he's got to go into the mog shop and start trading in some vision medals. So you know, we need the viewers, you know, send the word to your friends. Justin needs Gil. Red alert.
Yeah, I unfortunately always kind of forget about farming the Gil chambers, but that's my bad. I know we just had like a 3 times weekend also, so that's okay.
We'll be back.
So yeah, anyway, for those of you that may not be aware of like who JB is, if you could give us like a little intro, maybe, you know, you make content or you create some stuff. So if you could give us a little intro, that would be great.
Yeah, so I'm a day one player of the game. I've been here for the duration. So I've seen it all. I've done it all. So I'm, you know, a huge fan of fallen in love with it since the beginning. So in terms of content, I wasn't a content creator from the beginning. I kind of came on maybe right around second anniversary, like Final Fantasy VI, I think was some of the initial videos that I started putting out. And I did it for a couple of years. I still do videos occasionally on YouTube. I've kind of slowed down that way, but I had done the Leonis report with Ready Player Will, and we've been doing that now for a couple of years. So we're close to it. So yeah, every week, every Monday night, we do that 9:15 p.m. Eastern over on his channel. I do a couple other things, like I'm very active in the manual PvP side of the game, and I run tournaments over there. I try to do tournaments like every 1 to 2 months, and differing rule sets, and we also set like custom costs for all the units. So all the old units that maybe have fallen out of the meta, we give them reduced costs so that maybe they're a bit more advantageous to use and can kind of get a little bit more play, and kind of keeps it a little bit more fun and interesting. I do also have a vision card tool that I put together and I run, maintain it for the community, and basically just out of the the job-based vision cards were kind of difficult to use in the game, so I created that, and it's been pretty well received, and helps people kind of team build with those cards. So those are just a few things.
Yeah, for sure. I know that it can get pretty confusing when you're looking to like put cards together, especially just trying to match up jobs is hard enough, and then trying to not duplicate effects and stuff like that just adds a whole nother level of complexity on top of it.
Especially like it was a little bit easier in the mono elements era because you had your elements, and then you just filtered on that and you were good to go. But now it's like, okay, I have a job, and what jobs does that job overlap with? And maybe I'm mixing in some old cards too, and the complexity has gone to another level. So with that tool, I try to distill it and break it down to make it a little bit easier. And I'm like a visual person, so that's I find that easier to work with. So that's kind of how I set it up.
Yeah. So would you say that you have like a good grasp of like, if you want to like throw some cards together like very quickly, do you think you can just sort of like hammer it out, or do you always kind of run to your tool and math it out?
I don't personally. I don't need it. No.
Cool.
I just know it.
Awesome.
I mean, I've looked at it so much at this point that it's like second nature that I know what cards are needed. I just pop them in there and we're good to go.
Yep. Do you ever use any of like the really old ones before we had like the element cards, like Odin, for example? I know that was always like a go-to for people.
At this point, like a lot of the units, their abilities are so powerful that you want to get them into certain teams whether the cards work or not. So one way that you can actually get them in there is to use some of those old cards that have just kind of a general effect, like Odin, like you mentioned, or like the Ramza card for agility. Those kind of cards, we still use them a decent amount. Of course, it's better if you can use the newer cards because they're a lot more powerful. But sometimes it's warranted to use the old ones too. Still. Yeah,
for sure. So we just had the Grand Arena. Were you enjoying that? Because a lot of people may not know you're in sort of like one of the top PvP guilds. You guys take your PvP very seriously. So was adding another 2 units into the mix too much? Not enough?
I think it was like a pretty nice change of pace. I enjoyed it. It's a bit different than what we're used to, and kind of had its own unique spin on it. Unfortunately, like the loading time was kind of a bit much, for the amounts of refreshes that we had. So I think that would be like my main feedback to the developers. If there's any way we can kind of reduce the amount of refreshes, or maybe even look at the loading time, because I know that has been a little bit of an issue in the game. But I think gameplay wise, I think that it was pretty fun, and I think that it was nice to see like new rewards, like for the equipment that they added in there. So we definitely like that aspect of it. So hopefully it continues, but maybe just can refine it, and I think that it'll be well received.
Would you be in favor of it being added like permanently, or was it just sort of nice to see it now? Or
I think if it's like maybe like a monthly cadence, I don't know about like all the time. I think that maybe that's a bit much, but I think that definitely has like a change of pace. I think that the kind of special events that come along like on a monthly cadence have generally been pretty good. Like we have class match or quick pick that is like a special event that comes once a month. If they kind of do that for the arena with this, and it seems like that's what their plan is from what I've seen on JP. So I think that's pretty fine.
Would you like to see a 5-man manual class match?
That would be actually, I would like to see that, to be honest with you. But that would, I mean, the amount of turns, I can't imagine how long the games would end up taking. So that would be kind of the drawback of it. But as like as probably one of the biggest manual PvP fans in the game, I would absolutely enjoy it.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, when we were doing the tournaments last year, it was like the auto ones would go by quick, and the manual ones, it like one match would sometimes take as long as like 3 auto ones. It was intense. So I mean, even with a bracket, because our bracket was like less than half, I think it was like 25% of the size as the auto bracket, and it still took just as long to get through all those fights as a manual one.
I'll tell you what, when you're actually the one playing the game, it doesn't feel like it's taking that long. Sure. But on the other end of it, I absolutely, it as like a spectator thing, it maybe needs a little bit of work.
Yeah. Yep. So how often do you run your tournaments? Maybe you mentioned it earlier and I missed it.
I try to do it like once a month, but sometimes it's every 2 months. We just wrapped one up for November and December, which was a kind of a special rule set I put together around the Final Fantasy Tactics units. And basically everybody that entered the tournament, they had one team captain. It had to be a Final Fantasy Tactics unit. And everybody knew who that unit was. So like a lot of people picked Agrius, and that was kind of part of the game planning. Like you knew one unit out of the 3 that somebody was going to be using, and you could kind of tune your team accordingly. So I think it went pretty well. People seem to enjoy it, and we'll probably do another one in January with a new rule set.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. So if somebody wants to sign up to the tournament or be part of it, they join the Discord, I presume?
Yeah, we have a manual PvP Discord. Can come on over if you have any interest in that. If you want to join, you can set your role as a tournament player in the roles channel, and when then you'll be notified of any upcoming tournaments when I make those announcements.
Awesome, that sounds good. So, today we had an update. We added Perrene and some updates to some of the older winter units that we've had in game for a while. I think this would be 4 years. Does that make sense? Yeah, 4 years, I guess, of winter units being added. I was watching a video from Will earlier today, and he was kind of talking smack on some of the old winter units, saying that the bar is set pretty low. But I remember Luartha being kind of a nightmare when she came out for a hot minute, but I don't know.
Winter Luartha was pretty solid when she first came out. Wind was very strong, I think, around that time, like with June, I think, was relatively new around that time as well, like the original Warriors of the Crystal version. And I think Leela and maybe More the Merrier were in the picture too. So yeah, definitely remember some of that. She hasn't been good in a while though. That's that's kind of
she fell off
the current
situation.
Yeah. So
cool. Yeah, as people are saying, your mic sounds different. I have no idea why. I did not do anything on my end, so we're using a different format here than I think JB uses to record his videos or something. So it might just be the way that it's being pulled in. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm not sure why. I am a little bit under the weather. That could be part of it. Like I am getting a little bit sick, so my voice could be maybe a little bit deeper or nasally because of that. So I apologize.
They can hear you. That's all that matters.
I have a son in first grade, so he likes to bring home whatever the sickness of the week is. So
for sure. RNJ is probably going to be going through that here soon. Well, he's a teacher himself, so you know how that goes. But yeah, anyway, so the winter festivities are on in game. You can pick up some holiday cards by doing some various events. I wanted to just quickly pull them up here. Go to the Mog shop here. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up in game so you guys can see. So we've got the... Let me just make sure it's showing up here. Yeah, so we've got the holiday greeting card exchange shop that's available. You can pick up some holiday greeting cards by doing some tasks, events, that sort of thing in game. You can fight a normal and brutal version of the Flan in the R plane. And then there's a nightmare version that we were considering tackling on stream here today in the multi area. And I think you can pick up some more there. But there's also some missions that you can claim by doing some various things. You can pick some stuff up. So there's a lot of really great things in here. No gill snappers, unfortunately. But I already checked for that. But yeah, so like, for example, here is a reissued winter unit featured 10 times summon tickets. So, you know, potentially pick up a seasonal winter unit there. Very nice.
This shop I thought was pretty nice. You get basically 2 10 pulls between the individual tickets and the 10 times one. So I definitely went in there. If you have the old units and you have them built out, you can get some Mind Spheres for Perrene too this way if you pulled her.
Yeah, the box here on the screen is only a certain shape. My tablet is unfortunately cut off on the top and the bottom here, so I apologize. I did not make that box. That box was already sort of there, so I had to crop it in to fit. But anyway, so we're going to be jumping into some PvP a little bit later, and we can take a look at Perrene. I was lucky enough to get her pretty quickly. I don't know if others out there were as lucky, but you know, being a 70 cost unit, she does have increased, or I say increased, she has different rates than a 100 cost unit.
Yeah, she's at the like the 0.8 rate, which is definitely better. But like my luck with the gacha has been absolutely abysmal for the better part of this year. So I just went ahead and bought the unit. So.
Oh, really? Well, that's nice. I mean, yeah, that's always an option. You know, that's been an option in the game for, well, I don't know, at least 6 months or something. So it's been kind of nice for those that have.
I think it's like approaching a year now. I want to say like some of the initial like Ashen Warriors had that like very early this year.
Oh yeah, maybe because I don't think Mont did. So maybe starting with Oldoa, possibly.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. I know at least like Shadow Links and Catone were.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
6K paid.
We were talking earlier about how like into the fist units I was, but I did not pick up the unit that came out then, so that was unfortunate. It was Ketone, I think. I picked up Shadow Links, so I should have went for Ketone and build
You
out
should
my
have.
fist, my fist saga. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to show here, we've got a promotional video. Maybe you guys have seen it already, but I just wanted to show it off for Perrene here since she's the unit of the hour here. So let's take a look at that.
待たせちゃったかしら。さあ、今夜はみんなで楽しみましょうね。この衣装を見たらラフちゃんなんて言うかしら。はーい、プレゼント。ほわほわ、じゃあじゃラフちゃん、ラフちゃん、それ。みんな楽しそうで、なんだか私嬉しいわ。行くわよ。大丈夫？頑張って。必殺！無事に届きますように。あら？もう張り切っちゃって。
Alright, so yes, that is Perrene. As you can see, she is available in the game today. Something that I was going to mention is I really like when a second unit comes out that matches like the theme as like the original unit that they're sort of like built from. So like Perrene, you know, she's a fist unit, and then we've got Winter Perrene here, also another main fist unit. You know, like Ramada, the base MR Ramada, she's a spear user. The Lightning UR version of her, also a spear user. So I just really like when they do that sort of thing. When they change around a lot, I don't know, it's not my favorite, but
Yeah, I mean, they generally, like, if they don't keep the same element or the same job or whatever, they generally have like nods to the kit too. Like, so I noticed, like, you know, one of Winter Perrene's buffs is like a big like attack buff. I think she gets like,
right,
I want to say like 60% or something like that, and that's definitely, I think, a callback a little bit to the original water version, who has like a very big attack buff that she can put on. So I always appreciate those things. I really like the design of this unit, though. I think they did a nice job. Perrene, the original Words, the Crystal, was definitely one of my favorite units of that time when she came out. So I remember I Max reincarnated her, got a lot of good use out of her. So yeah, I was excited to see her come back.
Yeah, you know, and she's also it's not really, you were mentioning like a callback to their abilities, you know, like something that I remember from the original Perrene is she was very good at healing up. When she would get under 50% HP, she would heal up quite a bit. And the new Perrene's LB sort of heals up some allies and stuff like that. So
yeah, she's upgraded, and
nice.
Now she can heal the team.
That's right. That's right. Spreading the winter love all around. I just lost my train of thought here. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what it was.
I know that some of the previous winter units also get some nice upgrades, especially the Winter Wrath from last year actually got 3 different upgrades today. She got her MA2, MA3, and Limit Burst all at once. So that's like a pretty big power jump for her. I was playing around with her a little bit earlier today too. I think if you can avoid Sodali, I think she's actually pretty good.
do you have like an overall favorite winter unit that's been released?
Like ever?
I guess it's a 2-part question, right? Like aesthetically and personality wise, and then like kit wise.
That's a tough one. I think it's because like aesthetically they all, I think, look, they've all been like really nice designs, and
I mean, it's hard to find a unit in this game that you would say has a bad design, but anyway.
Yeah, like they always knock it out of the park with the artwork. I think like aesthetically, my favorite is Winter Venera. Like I think her design is
okay. Yeah,
is really good. The unit is not good,
right?
But the design is great. I think like as a unit, the one that I've probably used the most, probably Winter Victora. Like if I count like the stuff I've done in manual, like
right.
Like I've even in some of like the homegrown tournaments like WDL and WBEL, I've used her quite a bit. So also not like an amazing unit, but I just have always really liked her, so I always pick her.
I have a second affinity towards bow users myself. I just like them.
Yeah, they're fun to use.
So yeah, Winter Perrene, she's currently available. I was gonna say something about her. I wish I could remember what it was. She has a new weapon that's available as well.
Yeah, her weapon's pretty nice. It gives like a magical wide resistance, so that'll be really good for her in kind of going up against mages with like a large area of effect damage.
Right.
Like Sadali is probably the main one. So
yeah, she's very she has a lot of things stacked in her favor to go against just magic users in general.
Yeah, very anti-magic unit for sure.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of cost 70 units myself. The cost limited content is, I feel like it's a little fewer and far between these days compared to back in the day. But either way,
we do have class match starting tomorrow though,
that's
going to be a 280 cost limit. So you could fit her in with 2 100 costs, and you'll be on your way.
Or a new 110 cost and then a 100 cost and a 70 cost. Just kidding. That's 100% a joke. I'm just making a joke. But yeah, so are you... Well, I was going to say, do you have like a team in plan for the class match? But obviously I don't want to like spoil it, I guess, but tip your hand.
I do have a couple of teams that I've been thinking about. I still have to put them together. So I'll be probably doing that a little bit later tonight.
Okay, cool. Do you usually shoot for like a really high rank when you do the class match?
I do. I take class match is probably like my favorite game mode. That's kind of where I got started in my love of manual PvP. That was like the original kind of manual PvP event in the game. And I was the #1 rank for the last one. So
oh really?
I always
cool.
I always try to do my best there.
Nice. You always match with the same auto battle setting, or
yeah,
you take an auto if you can get it.
They're few and far between.
At your rank, I would assume that it's a lot different.
Yeah, most people just have it set. Most of the auto players just set for auto by now. So we don't get too many like non-manual these days.
I see.
That's for the better though. Like it's more fun to actually play against somebody than to play against the computer.
Yeah, for sure. You see a lot of the same names when you're doing, at that higher rank and stuff. Yeah.
It's not. I mean, you can only you can only match against the same player once in a day, but it's not uncommon if you're playing like in the same window for me to match somebody and then match them again the next day.
Yep.
That usually tends to happen.
I see. Cool. All right. Well, look forward to that, guys. Class match is coming out. Will said that he predicts a lot of Rikus, so start building some accuracy.
I'm sure.
Guys.
Evasion is always popular in class match because it's what you call like a blind PvP match. So you don't know who you're gonna get, what they're gonna be playing. So
right.
Evasion always tends to thrive in that environment. So yeah, people are maybe not expecting it. You should be though. So wear those Alex rings.
Wear 2 of them.
Yeah.
That would be funny if that was like a possibility. Anyway, make like a Thanos glove out of him.
Oh, yeah. The Infinity Gauntlet of War of the Visions.
Yeah. Cool. So I think maybe at this point we could jump into a little bit of PvP. JB yesterday on the podcast said that he was ready to show up and make an appearance. So we're gonna take this opportunity to PvP against you guys. How many teams do you have set up? I set up one. I was trying to set up another one, but I got kind of distracted setting up the stream.
So I set up 4 teams, just kind of featuring winter units. That was kind of stay timely with the seasonal units. So.
Right. Okay, so I think maybe you could kick things off for us. That would be fun.
Okay. You want me to start a room then?
Yeah, if you could. So JB's going to start a room. I'm going to spectate it, and then I guess maybe the first person out there in viewer land can join. And if you win, JB will personally donate 10,000 Visior to you.
Well,
that's
I don't
a
know
joke
about that.
But no, so you get the honor of beating the #1 class match player of last season. So
well, if somebody wants to play me manually, then they can say that.
I would be down to watch a manual fight. But you might not be.
We don't want to put the people through that.
I did a manual match one time on the live stream here with Raindale, and he was sort of coaching me through it. I was using Lara Croft. That was fun. It was stressful though.
I miss that guy. Raindale was a good guy.
Yeah, for sure. I think he hit #1 in class match a couple times, if I remember correctly.
He definitely competed at the top. I don't think he made #1, but he was always really? In the running. Yeah. All
right, so can you throw me a number here? You can just tell it to me on Discord or.
Yeah, I was just trying to pick a seasonal map here. So I got Snowy Mountains.
Oh yeah, we didn't really discuss that. I like Snowy Mountains. That's
Snowy Mountains sounds good. Should I just shout it out, or do you want me to type out the room, or how do you want to do that?
You could say it, I guess. I mean, I just need to spectate, so I don't need to join first.
Sure. 6878.
Nice low number there.
Every once in a while, you get one that's like a two-digit number, which is kind of funny.
I think the numbers sort of loop back after a while. Mm-hmm. Okay. I like this. I like where this is starting off.
Oh man. Ito, man, what are you doing to me? Okay.
So yeah, another pretty popular PvP player here. So we've got the Clash of the Titans. I like this. So I'm ready. I'm spectating it. It's on the screen here, so you can sort of kick it off whenever you would like to.
All right. Yeah, it looks like he's forming his party at the moment.
Oh yes. Did you do an initial placement?
I didn't, but it looks like he is. So I'm gonna.
You can go on there and do that. Yeah, you can go do that. Will, in his video earlier today for Perrene, said that she's pretty accurate. Not the most, but she's pretty accurate inherently. So here we go. Time to put that knowledge to the test here and see.
Exactly. All right, give me 1 second here.
But yeah, so, I saw Perrene's design like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, ooh. There's really all the winter units. I really like their design. But personally, my favorite would probably be Luarta. I just think she looks so pretty.
Very elegant. Yeah.
Yes.
That seems to be kind of the theme in overall for the winter units. All right. Looks like we're ready to go here. So
cool.
Here we go. I'm wondering if he's just thrown out the full meta Earth Evade going on here, and we're just gonna be watching people miss here for the duration of the match.
That would be interesting. In manual, you can see your hit chance, right? So is there like a percent where you just don't want to pull the trigger when you're doing manual?
It kind of depends on the situation. Like sometimes, sometimes you have to take those 30%ers or 40%ers, you know, depending on depending on the situation. So, you know. But looks like Idaman, he's got the full Earth team here. He's got
an
Earth
OG
Veritas,
Ketone.
OG Ketone, who she just got her MA3, so she's you know, she's gonna be pretty evasive.
Oh, you're using a 2P here. I like that.
I do. I've got kind of my own little evasion thing going on. So yeah, I've got Winter Perrene, and she happens to share a vision card with Riku. So I kind of built around that and maybe made a little bit of an evasion team here. Perfect. And I threw 2P in there because I always liked that unit and kind of fit the cards as well.
Yeah, I was a big fan of her when she came out. Though when we were chatting earlier before the live stream, you were saying that the Great Sword was sort of hot around that time, and that's really true. You know, a lot of people had a A2, and she seemed to be like the pull unit for the build unit for that one. But I did not pick her up.
Yeah, A2 was great for a real long time.
Yeah.
2P had like a pretty solid run for a while also, but I think A2 definitely stood the test of time a bit longer. That has to go, you know, kind of with the units that came out later, like Joom and, you know, Oldoa and...
Yeah, I think Lightning Asterisk was around that same time too. So there was just a lot of great sword around.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
so Idaman, he's drawn first blood here.
Yeah, a lot of misses around here. Everybody's got the buffs, but not enough accuracy. Oh, I think you might be a little bit ahead. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I should watch it on your screen here. Yeah, Ketone gets in there with the limit bursts. For some reason, they just all are going at my Perrene. They really hate this wind unit, trying to get her out of there immediately.
Yeah.
And she is out of there. So he's got the tank. He's got Veritas just kind of kicking it in the background. So it's not looking good right now for my squad.
They're pulling that hate. Probably got that vow of love on. Just kidding.
He doesn't need it.
It would be nice. It would be cool if we could get like sort of like a vow of love too. I don't know how to build it ideally, but I was always a big fan of that card, you know.
Yeah, they're still attacking my... I don't know why they're just all over my wind unit. I think they just have 0% chance to hit my other units, so they just go for that one.
And of course, your units are focused on the tank that can take a whole bunch of hits.
Yeah.
The same element too, so he's just eating that. No problem.
This is like a super troll team from Idaman.
He said it's his arena team in the Twitch chat. So
nice. How did I just get stopped?
Another stop. That's good.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you know, when you're stopped, you're not going to be able to avoid anything. So
yeah. Not good here.
If anybody could take you down, then I guess it would be one of the PvP guys himself.
And of course, I don't get the berserk on mine, so RNG is just in his favor.
What's been your favorite of the Veritas units that have released?
I'm looking forward to using the light Veritas with Yuna and kind of the gun team that's been developing. But she's still kind of being built up at the moment. I think aside from that, probably, I don't know, probably the Wind Veritas. I think, you know, he was pretty fun to use for a little while early on. And I always liked Sid from FFBE also. So.
Well, you got 1 unit here against 3.
Riku versus the worlds.
Yes.
I think this is where I would probably concede, because we're going to be just passing turns.
Yeah,
we're going to be passing turns here for a while. Nobody's going to be able to hit my Riku. I'll have to double check what that stop was. Was that like a CT ability? Because I don't think they were going to be able to hit my 2P earlier. It must have been some CT ability. Yeah, that was, oh my god, what are you doing, Itoman, with the CT ability for Riku? Why are you playing the main job sub? Nobody's doing that.
It worked. As they say, it only needs to work once.
She's got a like CT, I'm sorry, like a TP based stop ability in her main job sub. So that's how she was actually able to hit me and stop my 2P. But yeah, now we're just having a party, passing turns here at the end. Well, GG, my friend. I just can't do any damage to this.
This is funny.
To this guy.
Oh, 2P1. There we go. 2P1. Congrats. But yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. No more evasion, please. Evasion is banned from these PvP matches.
Yeah. No more evasion. Got it.
Just kidding. You can run whatever you would like. So yeah, we're gonna run in. You guys can go against me now. I have a match set up. So let me set that up, and I will say the code here. Just give me a minute. Connecting. You're gonna see a familiar face, but let me do my initial placement. I think it was 99944. So, you were the first to jump into the match when we were doing it with Ready Player Will. I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't show up.
Where are you at, Will? He's not as fast on the trigger.
Yeah. That's true. But Man, he's been in these duels several times, so he knows what to expect. He always shows up.
He was ready. He was had the fingers right above the numbers on the keyboard, ready to pounce.
Oh, he tried? Okay. Well, I have no idea if anybody joined yet, so it's somebody did join. Okay, we got a familiar face here as well. Just set up my team, so let's take a look. Oh, I gotta change the map. I'm so stupid. I was sitting there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna change the map here. Should I change the map? We already set it up. I saw us both do it. We'll just let it go. I was sitting there chatting. I wasn't even thinking about the map that I was on, even though I was doing the initial placements. Sorry, Christopher. Somebody already joined, but we're gonna have a couple other PvP matches a little bit later on. So let's go in here. I'm actually gonna just slow that down.
Perrene versus Shrek here.
Yeah. So
should be good. Perrene's very, very anti-magic unit.
She was somebody else that I picked up with my my 120 select 120 from the anniversary, but I have not really used her a ton.
So this is the map we're actually on for Guild War at the moment. This Mines 8. It looked pretty familiar, I think, for folks. But Charisse there with the long range should be pretty solid on this map. Good choice.
My units are in probably sort of a little bit of a disarray here, so I did not have as much time to prepare my Perrene as I wanted today, so think maybe a couple of her abilities are not quite at level 20 because I ran out of gil.
Well, we saw Charisse there use the Niblu TMR, which is an evasion TMR. So this might be like a sneaky wind evade team.
I'm not worried.
Uh-oh. And Garus is kind of on the flank over here.
A very long time ago, I had an issue with evade units, and I sort of made a vow that I would always have an accuracy trust stone pretty much no matter what. I just couldn't deal with it.
You're like, never again.
Yes.
Uh-oh, here comes the LB from Charisse. Is she gonna get the stun? She gets the stun onto Alaya.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate because
and she was the next up. Yeah. Up. Not good.
It's a quick turnaround though. She's gonna get her turn right back.
But yeah, so JB and I were like sort of discussing a little bit earlier. So I went with a full fist team here because the Alaya and Perrene were both my first 2 max reincarnated units. So I wanted to pull them out with the new Perrene here and see what they got. And now we don't even get to see her. But yeah, the follow-up attacks, they're so... I don't like them. I find them so frustrating.
Yeah, there needs to be a little bit more counterplay to them for sure.
They've been around for a while. You know, last year when we were doing the PvP tournaments, they really started to sort of shine up there. When... Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. A triple miss. It would have been nice to be able to take out one person.
Back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, here comes Shrek again. So we're going to see that follow-up one more time.
Yeah, you know, my Perrene is pretty slow. Just looking at the turn order there on the left, she had no hope, even if she tanked those hits. Thank you very much. I actually have a friend request, so I guess I'll send you one. Or, I mean, I have it. Oh, your friends list is full. Weird.
We know Gold. I think that's Golbez from Mako. So yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah. He gets around. Cool. So maybe you want to do one more, and then we could jump into the multi. I guess we could try that.
Sure.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
We could take down the Flan. We kind of were sort of strategizing a little bit earlier. Sort of getting ready for it, so hopefully we can go through that without a problem.
I'll do another Snowy Mountains map.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, the code 71423.
714. It's an area code around where I live.
71423. Yeah, I wonder if that's an area code somewhere.
It is, yeah. Like it's around where I live. Around the LA area, yeah.
That's funny. Okay. So
Squab, all right.
I'm flashing Perrene again, and we got Squab who's come in with one of your favorites here with Winter Ramada.
Yes.
All right, so let me do my formation here real quick.
We may have to set a special battle up for you and Will here. I feel bad for him. Rocking that Award of Divisions title there.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, I haven't taken that one off since I got it. The class of my own. It was a few players got like the most wins in the class match mode, so all right. I think we're ready to go.
Cool. Let's take a look.
All right. here we go. So this time I picked Snowy Mountains 3. This one has like some...
Is this the one with the, let's see.
The walls in the middle of the field.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of something else. Konbanwa.
So I went for a winds team here with Dario and Shrek kind of going the mono elements with Perrene.
Okay.
Squab on the other side has gone for a greatsword team, so he's got Winter Ramada with Jum and Cloud.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you know, we were kind of talking about it. A lot of people kind of cheese on Winter Ramada, but for a while she was actually pretty in with the PvE side because she had a lot of chaining abilities. Everybody these days has chaining abilities, but back in the day when she was new, they were kind of few and far between. Like getting somebody with like a multi-chain hit was very nice.
Yeah, she has the ninja sub-job, so she has that dream within a dream.
Yep.
So I wouldn't say this is like the best matchup for me with the greatsword team. They're very like anti-magic themselves, so could be maybe in Squab's favor here. They're starting up the chain here on Dario.
We'll see here. Looks like as far as turn order goes, you kind of setting up there for a chain with Squab.
Not quite in range yet. Oof. Big damage there from Jum.
Yeah.
And then Cloud goes in and finishes off. Well, I got the re-raise. Thankfully, Ramada was not in range there for me, but yeah, they're faster here than my Perrene.
They yeah, that Ramada did not take a lot of hit there. He is basically paper.
So not the greatest matchup for my squad here, but congrats to Squab here, getting the win against the mono win team there. Great repping the Winter Ramada. I think it was really the Cloud and Jum show, but definitely nice to see
and both
her
of those
out there
units,
too.
you know, both of those units are far older than the units that were on your team too. So but that's
for the most part, yeah.
Sometimes. Well, congratulations. 0-2 there for JB.
Tough night for me, definitely.
But I really want to set one up here with Will. So if you can coordinate with him and get him a room number, I would love to spectate that.
All right, we can do it.
Cool.
Let me message him.
He says he has something off the beaten path, so I really wonder what that could be.
One second here.
But yeah, you know, the Cloud and Jum team, they've been pretty dominant in the game since they came out, really. You know, they were very close together, and like we were saying, Greatsword was just sort of uncontrollable towards the beginning of the year. So
yeah, they had a good run, and then, you know, they kind of, you know, like the Katana Red Mage team then with like Sephiroth and Gilgamesh kind of took over for a while. But then Greatsword kind of came back a little bit, you know, when some like the mages started coming out, and were a pretty good kind of counter against them. And you saw there, like, you know, they were able to handle Shrek without much issue. I'm just setting up the map here, and then I'll message over to Will.
Cool. All right. Well, I hope everybody out there is enjoying the winter. What was I even saying? The winter festivities. I hope you guys have a nice holiday plans here coming up. Got some time you're spending with family and stuff. I know that's maybe more of an American-centric view here, and we've got people joining from all over the world, but still, yeah.
Yeah, I got. We have some family coming into town here with us, and looking forward to that family time for sure. It's always something to look forward to. All right, Will and I have got the room. We're ready to showcase some winter units.
Cool.
51509 to spectate.
51509. What?
51509.
Cool. Yeah, I plan on spending a joyous holiday with my cats. So, you know. Okay. Nice. Hell yeah.
We were talking about winter Ramada, so had to bring her out here and give her a showcase as well.
You mean
or winter Luartha? Yeah, sorry about that. Got Ramada on the brain now.
Okay, you know, I think this is the map. Let me see here. This is the map. I always remember this map because this map was around when Victora came out, and she was sort of like my first unit that I feel like I really pulled on because I had a lot of Visior saved up, and Salir was right around her as well. And I think I had like 60 or 70,000 Visior, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend it on this random unit here named Victora, and I remember her kind of tearing it up on this map for me.
Yeah, so she was a dragoon, so like she had the like 4 jump or whatever. So
yeah.
This map she could kind of just walk right across the middle where a lot of other units had to go around the little hills.
Good
All right,
times.
looks like Will's ready here. So
sorry, I had to swap slot one. You can't. You know the rules. You can't change when you join. You know the rules.
Party foul.
I have 2 cats. Their names are Migi and Yumi.
And we're both had like a similar idea here. We're going for the mono spear team. So this is pretty funny.
All right, cool.
And I forgot to do Luartha's MA3 here today, so I don't have that in place for like her re-raise that she's supposed to get. So he's got L, and he's got the new Ramada, the lightning version of Ramada there, who I also have it on my side.
She's so pretty. Your team wins just for prettiness, cuteness.
Got the spear waifus. Here comes. So Mashari couldn't wait to get in the action, so she just like ran right out, no buffs. I'm just gonna go out and try to jump, and then I'm gonna die. So she is down for the count.
Yes.
So we got a 3-on-2 now. Here comes Will's Ramada. He's in range to hit both of my units. And Eld is kind of bringing up the rear here. He's not quite in range yet, but he gets his barrier.
We're watching an LB at the moment.
I keep forgetting I need to watch your screen.
I'm sorry, yes. It can be kind of difficult, like when you're doing the PvP tournaments, it was a little weird sometimes.
Yeah. So Will's Ramada with her limit burst got the double turn there, but was not able to take out any of my units. But here comes Winter Luartha just throwing the heat down.
Who put all these crystals on the map? That's cheating.
Yeah, once upon a time, this was like a feature in class match. We had these crystals, and you could get some AP, you could get some HP. It was actually kind of cool. But kind of a relic of the past.
Yeah.
And down goes Ready Player Will. Oh, not quite yet.
Okay, now he goes.
He's got the re-raise.
Oh, he has re-raise? Okay. Everybody's got re-raise. No zombie mask needed anymore.
And
thinking.
Got one last hit here from, yeah, he's thinking about it. He's like, should I kill him or should I not? He is the king of Leonis.
I think it's probably because there's like, everybody's sort of standing in the one little line there. Probably has to calculate running around or something like that. Oh, okay. That seemed like an easy calculation.
Had to think about that for a while.
All right. Well, finally, JB is victorious. He has earned his title here. Congratulations.
1 out of 3.
Yeah. Will is a friend of the show, but unfortunately, he is a loser today. But thank you for showing up, Will. That's very nice. I'm very happy to see you here. Now, we're going to jump into, we're going to try and take down the Flan. We're not going to spend a ton of time on this or anything else, but we're going to jump in. We're going to see if we can take it down. This is the Nightmare version in the multi. But I need to do something real quick right before then, so just give me a moment, please.
Yeah, neither of us have done this multi-Flan challenge yet, so...
Yep.
But the Flan himself is an earth unit and he's weak to strike. So only fitting here.
What could it be? Yes. What could it be now? All right, give me a second here. Almost ready.
You want me to start the room or?
Yeah, you can start it. I was just fixing something real quick. So we need 2 able-bodied people here. 2 able-bodied Perrenes that are ready to go.
Or Tifa's, or Edward Elric's.
Or Tifa's. Or... I can't think of anybody else. There's got to be a wind unit out there with like a monk sub job. Let me see.
Let me know, Justin, when you're ready for the...
Just clicked on
password.
multi here. Yeah, you could... Well, wait, hold on, sorry. Connecting. Password input. Okay, I'm ready.
23630.
All right, I got in here. So we get 100 Visior for doing this.
Yeah, so anybody else out there that wants to join in, if you got Perrene, if you got Tifa, if you got Edward, join the Win Monk train. 23630. Good stuff. Let's kill this Flan.
Cool. My team here is a little old. I was setting it up, and I still had a Salir in there for some reason.
Like the Valentine Salir?
No. You know, Valentine Salir is somebody that I always really enjoyed. But unfortunately, I feel like she was kind of cut short. I just touched something on my headset and made a beep, so I don't know if I can hear anything or not.
I can still hear you.
I can't hear anything.
All right, so everybody is ready, and we're going into battle here against the Flan. Me and Justin are on one side, and Asha and Vincent are on the other side. So let's see. Can we take him down? That is the question.
I can't hear anything, unfortunately.
Oh. It's like
I don't know what
Justin's
I
having
touched, but I can't hear anything.
Some technical difficulties. But I think we'll be able to take this down pretty easily. It's an earth boss, weak to wind. So.
Oh no, what did I do? I have no idea what happened.
The Flan draws for first blood here, so Tifa could be not long for this world.
Of course, this happens at the worst possible time.
Everyone's saying that we should talk bad about Justin now while he can't hear it. That wouldn't be nice. All right, looks like all the trash has been cleaned up, so it's just the monks versus the Flan now. So I think we're good. They're saying
right,
reboot the headphones.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back. All right, how is this going?
Yay!
I'm sorry.
It's going good so far. We cleaned up
cool.
all the trash and we're on to the Flan now.
He's back. JB's back. We're good. We're good.
Might be in a little bit of trouble, but oh, I'm muted now.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. There's a little delay there.
Was I muted the whole time, or just
no? They can hear you. Oh, because I
okay.
turned my headset off and turned it back on. So it's because I'm not using the Overwatcher's ear guards. I switched it up, so now they don't work with the live stream.
You need those Overwatcher's ear guards.
Yeah. So yeah, Tifa's getting silenced. It looks like, but she's good. Probably should have put bells on, huh?
Yeah, maybe it would have been good to like manual the first turn and do bells or something. I feel like we're gonna be okay if we can like get ourselves away from these trash mobs.
Mm-hmm. Well, a whole bunch of them just spawned, so.
I might just like take over for a turn here and move myself over to the Flan.
Oh, we got an Esper buff. Okay, that's nice. I did spend some gil to buff up my damage capacity, as you saw there, my damage limit. You saw. Use the last of my gil to buff that up.
Very nice. All right, I'm gonna have to take over to get away from these trash mobs because we can't seem to get ourselves onto the boss.
Yeah, they're not dying fast enough, and Asha's about to go down.
No. Oh, but she did just get the absorb there from Perrene. That's I think that gives her like a damage absorb maybe for this turn. That could be good.
Oh, that is good. She's got the AP for it, so. Ooh, filled up. 13k, holy moly.
That was pretty cool. So this is the only Flan's multi.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I got the HP absorb.
This absorb is going to save the day.
All right.
I'll run over there here in a second. Thank you, Ready Player Well. I hope you have a beautiful evening and a nice winter break. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for PvPing with us.
GG, my friend. Yeah, it looks like now that we're actually over near the Flan, I think we'll be able to wrap this up pretty quickly. But I know that I think you can get like winter mind spheres for completing this multi-mission and you do get some viz for it too. So
I think you're right. Let's see here. Don't want to do that.
That's a good one with the barrier.
You think so? The resistive barrier? All right. Can I go one over? Nope. Oh no. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, Tifa's been carrying over here. We had to like manually intervene to get our Marines over here.
Speaking of Tifa, FF7 picked up nice game award for soundtrack.
Oh, for Rebirth or?
Yeah, for Rebirth.
Very nice.
Oh no!
Now everybody's getting distracted by the small Flans.
Yes. I wonder if any more spawn.
They just keep coming.
Oh yeah,
in.
they do, huh? But yeah, I hope everybody's Ashen. I know everybody's using Ashen King mod. I hope everybody's Veritas clears are going okay. We were discussing beforehand, and JB was saying that he's cleared it a few times to help out other people and that sort of stuff. So he's the man. I guess you could probably just message him on Discord and say, "Hey, come carry me."
Yeah,
just
like
kidding.
Just you know, just for folks in my guild that have like needed to clear it, I've done it a few times. I think it is a bit easier than the last time they did it, like when we were actually fighting against Ashen Mons.
Yeah.
Maybe like it was like 7 or 8 months ago.
Yep.
And yeah, I think it's definitely worth doing. There's only like another day, maybe 2 days left that you can do it, but you get 1,000 viz for your first clear, which is pretty nice, and then you get put into the lottery, like to get the grand prize of Vizior. So definitely get that done if you haven't already, like in the next day or two, and yeah, be plenty of viz.
It's a lot.
We did it.
It's way more difficult than this, so just FYI.
Oh yeah, you need to at least like a little bit of coordination for it.
Yeah, there's people on Discords looking, various community Discords, that sort of stuff. So look around. Maybe you can find somebody if you haven't cleared it yet. So yeah, that would be cool. And congratulations, thank you to both of you that showed up and helped us clear out that Flan. We're safe for another winter here in Ardra.
They were carrying it, just like tanking the.
Yeah, they really were. But we were in the back just hanging out with the ads.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, I think I don't really have much else to cover. Winter Perrene is available. There's a nice winter background that's available. The winter festivities are going on in game. So if you're a fan of that, be sure to log in or give the game a download and check that out. And yeah, class matches starting tomorrow. So look forward to encountering JB if you're up there in the ranks and you can go against him. Class match is always nice though. Even if you've never done class match before, if you set up a team, go through it. There's a lot of Vizior that's available for you if you're climbing the ranks for the first time. And that sort of stuff. So if you put together a semi-competent team, I guarantee you can get a few rank ups before the end of it and get some nice Vizior. Plus, there's an award at the end of it as well that you can claim based on your rank. So
yeah, we'll see you out there.
Yeah, jump in and do that. You can do auto if you would like, so or manual. It's up to you, whatever one. I know a lot of manual people really like it compared to like the quick pick, because I think quick pick is auto only, right?
Yeah, we've always wanted a manual option, but today actually it's just auto only. So
yeah, cool. Well, so yeah, JB, once again, thank you very much for taking time out of your evening to join us today here on the live stream. I wanted to give you an opportunity here just to shout out, the Leonis report or anything else that you would like everybody to come see you at, I guess.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on here again. It was it's always fun. I'm glad that that you've been doing these again recently, and I know that the community missed you. So
I've always
as
been
for
around,
me,
yes.
I know you've been around. I mean, just mean with the live streams and stuff. As for me, the Leonis Report, Monday nights, 9:15 p.m. This week, actually, we're going to be doing it on Sunday night. And we're actually going to be, it's kind of a special episode for us this weekend. We're doing like our year in review. It's like our third annual. And basically, we kind of just run the gamut of what happened in the game this year. What were the best moments? What were the worst moments? The best units, all that kind of stuff, like top 5 lists across the board. And just have some fun with it and hang out. So definitely check that out. And the War of the Visions live PvP Discord. If you're interested in the manual sign, come check us out. I have my monthly tournaments. People can join in. But aside from that, I will see you all in game.
Cool. Thank you very much. And before we sign out here, I just wanted to shout out the rewards here, so you can look forward to those. The viewers, it's always kind of unclear what the viewers are, but if you go check the video or something, we always have way more viewers than this, so we always get the rewards. So that's nice. But
and Justin needs that kill, so that's very important.
You guys have no idea, right? So like I started my poll. I was going for Perrene because I wanted to use her on the live stream today and talk about her a little bit. So I started going in, and then like all the winter stuff was available, and like picking up all the materials and stuff like that. Like my gil like disappeared because I had like a couple 100 million gil, and then it was gone. And I was like, And I started leveling up like abilities and stuff, and then like I was like circling the drain basically, and I started to notice things cost skill that you don't even think about that cost skill, right? Like when you unlock an EX job or like level up the EX jobs and stuff like that, like you don't really realize that cost skill because you never think about it until you're staring at like a 5
until it's gone,
until you're staring at 5 million gil that you need, and you only have like 200,000, and you're like, oh no.
Yep.
Need event skip tickets. I don't know about you guys, but I don't need any more skip tickets. So I don't know. Maybe that's just because I consistently played and logged in and grabbed things, but I have thousands upon thousands of skip tickets.
I'll take them.
You need them?
I still use them.
I know like maybe like a year or two ago, I was sort of mentioning that I don't do the like elemental clears on the missions anymore, and you were like, oh, I still do them, and I was like, I guess people still out there still do them, but that's not me.
I actually since then I've stopped.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
it's just it's really difficult to do.
I have so much magicite and all those other materials that I finally let that one go. It's like, I can gain back my 30 or 40 minutes a week, and I'm fine.
Yeah, like even me that I have not been doing those in a long time, like I still have enough to get every Esper to 99. That's really even without using the tokens to buff up the experience. So the biggest thing with these games is just make sure to log in and get your stuff, and you'll be all right. Anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, so honestly, there's a lot going on in game at the moment. The Final Fantasy X-2 collab is going on for a long time, into 2025, I believe. And the winter festivities are going on, and plus, everything else that's coming out towards the end of the year. But this is going to be the last live stream that you'll see me on for the rest of the year. So I just wanted to take this opportunity and thank everybody for spending your 2024 with us here in War of the Visions. I hope you all have a very nice and very restful winter break if you're able to get one of those. And I hope you guys are staying warm and you're drinking lots of hot cocoa. But yeah, so that's going to do it from us here on the live stream. I hope you guys have a very pleasant evening. And thank you all very much for showing up today. And a special thanks to JB for taking his time to show up on the live stream for us today as well. But yeah, so that's going to do it. Thank you, everybody. Happy holidays. let's see here. We have a, let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, that's going to do it, everybody. Thank you very much. Please enjoy the nice setup that we have here as well. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.